Hi everyone, this is Tony from Blue Butterfly Creations, and today I have a 2-page 12 by 12 layout. This layout is inspired by a picture that I saw on Google Images. I was researching some of the different trends right now, which include banners and pendants. So that's what I have here. I have another one here that's probably closer to the original that I found, and this is all using the new winter 2012 collection from SEI. So this was a Christmas version, and now here is going to be a winter snow version. So what I have is I have 2 sheets of the vintage cardstock from Coordinations in this nice blue. I also have a few sheets of this golden snowflake on white paper from SEI, and what I did is I cut a variety of pendants out of it in 3 different sizes. I think the largest is a 4-inch by 12-inch cut into a pendant. Then I have a 2.5. And then I also have a 1-inch, and I scored them down the center and kind of folded them up. I also use some of the Salty Ocean Distress ink from Ranger. And what I did is I just used my distress tool and went around the edges, so you can see there's a slight blue hue to each of these pieces, so that way they would stand up against each other. I also used some 3-dimensional adhesive and cut it so that I could pop some up. So my larger ones are going to be towards the background. Those have no pop dots. They're going to be put down with regular double-sided tape. I have my mid-size, which I put on 1 thickness of my pop tape. And then I have my thinner ones, which are going to be towards the foreground on double thickness of the pop tape. I have some ribbon. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to use it yet, but I have it. And this I got at Joann's, I believe. It's this nice deep blue wired ribbon with snowflakes. So I might put it up towards the top. That's kind of like the banner. I have some Permatac from Glue Arts. I have a piercing tool. And some snowflake brads in a variety of different colors and shapes, all snowflake. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take off some of these layers so I can get down to the first layer. Now, as you can probably hear, there's a thunderstorm going on here in New Hampshire. So I'm going to use my glue slider here. I'm going to apply adhesive down the lengths, one at a time. I'm going to place this one right about here. This is probably about 1.5 inches in from the edge. I have my next one. Again, this is the larger one. I'm going to place this one up a little bit from the edge and about 1 inch in. Like that. So that way it's kind of sporadic where it sits. Okay, I'm going to put my 2 sheets together here slightly. I'm going to apply my adhesive to the back. I'm going to line this one up towards the edge of that sheet. Just like that. There we go. Last one. will go towards there. Press that down. There are my 4 larger ones. So now I'm going to start layering in my next layers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take all my ones with the single layer pop and without pop. So I did some without. I'm just going to play with these a little bit and see where I want them to be. I'm going to try and fill in some of this space that's here. Like how that's sitting. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start placing them with adhesive. As you can see, my pens are kind of sticking to the table, but that's okay because, oops, I got one more. I'm going to come through and trim those with some scissors, but this way everything covers that edge. There we go. Alright, so what I'm going to do is gently lift this, and I'm going to use some scissors and trim this. I'm using scissors versus a straight paper cutter because of the dimensional tape. This will just make it easier for me to go right up the edge versus worrying about the adhesive. And if you have one of the longhand paper trimmers, the guillotine style, you might be able to do this on that without any problems. Finish trimming this. Go. There. All my edges are smooth at the top now. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add some of my ribbon. I'm just going to use some Scotch tape to adhere to the back side. I'm going to start with this side here, make sure this is right side up. I'm just going to add a little to the top here. So I've cut it so that it's about an inch or so over the edge. I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to tape it into place. I'm taping it about an inch down from the top. Back around, make sure it's even. Go. I'm going to tape that side down. So there's one. Come do the other side. Same thing. Again, try and line this up here. That's about the same distance down the edge, just like that. go. So there's my ribbon, and I did that pretty well. It's pretty even. Alright, now I have my photo mats, and what I've done is I've cut 6 of them that are 3.5 inches square. I have one that's 7 1/4 by 5 1/4, and I have 2 that are 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. So what I'm going to do first is apply some double-sided adhesive to my 6 squares. And what these are going to do is just sit along the edges. I'm just applying adhesive to all 6 pieces. So, start on one side, about center. Then I have another one. It's going to go up here so I can see what size it is. I'm going to do the same thing to this other side. I'm going to adjust my adhesive so it sits right on there. Like so. I'm kind of putting these about 1/4 inch in from the edge. There we go. Now I have my larger 7 1/4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to run some adhesive on this one. And I'm going to put this one kind of centered here. Then I have my 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. Those are going to go here. And this one, I add my pictures, will give about 1/8 of an inch on either side of just white to really make the picture stand away from my page and pop up. Okay. Now, I'm going to use my piercing tool, and I'm going to place some snowflakes. These are going to be random. I'm going to put a white one there. I have a light blue one that I'm going to put right here. I have a dark blue one. There it is. That I'm going to place up towards the top here. On this side. There. I like mine kind of light like that with decoration because I really want my pictures once I pick them out to stand up and out against this. So there you have a very quick and easy 12 by 12 2-page layout using banners from the SEI's 2012 winter collection and some coordinations vintage cardstock. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Blue Butterfly Creations.blogspot.com.